And hi, good morning, everyone. This is Jen coming to you live from Singapore. And thank you for catching me, my live or replay. And today is actually another session of me on this digital business chat where I actually invite another of my business partner around the globe to share with you his or her journey and story. So without further ado, today I am going to invite my amazing counterpart from Sydney, Australia, Jaya.
Hello.
Hi, Jaya. Thank you for coming on my page. You know, Jaya has been also a very busy mom and working as a digital business coach. So maybe I get Jaya to introduce yourself first to the audience.
Hi, everyone. And thank you so much, Jane, for inviting me to your page. I feel so humbled to be here. So, talking about me, I live in Sydney, Australia. My full name is Jaya Prajapati. I am originally from Nepal. I am a mom of a toddler son. He just turned 20 months old, and he's so active all the time. And by profession, I am a registered nurse. I have been working as a registered nurse for almost 13 years now. And now I am also a digital business owner like Jane is, and we are in one of the finest world-class business community, and we are so blessed to be here. And yeah, so it's been a year that I have been doing this business. I started this business in September last year, so it's almost exactly 1 year, and
Wow.
I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much, for sharing. Wow. So I took your first anniversary online celebration.
Yes.
So, thank you for sharing with us. And really, being a mom to a toddler and also being a registered nurse and still working in the environment is really no joke. I mean, I used to work in the healthcare industry as well. I'm
Oh,
in
okay.
sales and marketing, but not on the front line. But I do know, it is very, very tedious in that being a nurse is wow, it's really amazing. And thank you you know for helping the community. So can you just share with us, like, very interestingly, because as a nurse, many people, although despite the very long working hours and very tedious work, it is relatively a pretty, I would say, stable job, and it
Mhm,
is really in demand everywhere, in every country you go.
mhm.
So I'm just very interested, like, what was your life like before you 1 year ago, before you joined this online business, and having such a stable job, why did you want to make a change?
Yeah, so that's a very nice question. So talking about me, my life before 1 year. So I have to go back to my, childhood. I just wanted to share my little story. So I have been raised in a middle class family. I have two siblings, and I have seen my parents work so hard for us. I have witnessed them having, sleepless nights sometimes just to raise us. And and since my childhood, I always had that in my mind that I have to give them back. And that's how I became, I started ever since I graduated. I have always had two jobs, even in Nepal. And I moved to New Zealand in 2011. And even there, I was working two jobs, tirelessly all the time. And me and my husband, we moved to Sydney in 2016. And even here, I had two jobs because, that was my routine, working long. And that's how my life was evolving around working long hours shift, working sometimes 10 to 12 days a week, like not week, fortnight, and also doing extra shifts. So that's how I was doing it. And the main trigger point that got me into this business was my son, because when he was born in in December 2020, and that when I was in maternity leave, I was thoroughly enjoying motherhood, and that was the time, like, I was staying home that long, enjoying life. and
Yeah.
and that my perspective towards life changed at that time. I then reflected back and I thought, oh my god, I was losing so many, precious moments. I was just working. And then, when my maternity leave was about to end, and then that last month was very stressful for me, because I was very anxious, like, how will I go back to my full-time nursing? I will be missing out so many precious moments with my son, and I didn't want that to repeat, you know.
Right.
So that's how I got into this business. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So it is really not late, not too late, right? Because your son is still very young, and I'm very
Yeah.
glad that you found this,
Yeah.
and you make that choice to want to be present for your son. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, how did you then end up in this digital space? There are so many things, people on this digital space. Why this one?
Okay, so like I said, I was in the end of maternity leave when I started looking for something in the online space. At that time, like, I wanted to cut down my nursing hours. But
Mm,
then if I do that, I'll be losing out income as well. And
right,
the expenses are going so high these days, mortgages and everything. And I wanted to stay home with my son, but at the same time I wanted to support my husband financially as
right.
well. So that's how I started looking for something online, actually. And then I started following my friends who was doing some sort of online business, like they were doing some candle making, or resin craft, some small businesses. I followed them, and I was thinking, maybe I could do something similar from home. And
Right.
when I was scrolling in Facebook, I saw a post from my friend, dear friend, who is my mentor right now as well, Samana. You might know her as well. So I found this post from her, and I got so interested because she was in vacation in Nepal, and she was earning US dollars from Nepal. And and that's how I got interested, and I reached out to her, and she showed me all the process, how I need to do, and I watched the free webinar. And when I got into this community, I was just blown away with all the success stories.
Yes.
I couldn't
Right.
sleep for so many nights because I was just researching. And when I found that this is a legit business, we pay tax for it. And then I didn't look back. Like, I just jumped into it. And I'm so glad that I found this business at that right time.
Yes, yes. Thank you for sharing with us, and I can feel that that joy and that
Yeah.
that sincerity that is radiating out from you, because I could totally resonate with you, because I found this business somewhat the same way, as in um, I was also looking for something, and I saw a post from an ex-colleague. That is also how I found out. I'm like, wow, So yes, yes, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing. And what is it that you really love about this online business? After being here for like a year already.
Mhm. I just love this question because I can talk hours about this
Oh
because
yes,
there's so many things that I love about this
yes.
business. The first one is our automated system. When we say that our business works while we sleep, while we go to work, while we are enjoying our family time, we really mean it, because our system is working. It's effectively working. That's one thing I just love about this business. And the second thing is freedom and flexibility. For a mom like myself, freedom for me is to be able to stay home, earn from home, and spend time with my son. That's freedom for me. And flexibility, I'm scheduling this live chat with you according to my schedule. And
Yeah.
that's flexibility for me.
Yes.
And to be able to do this from home, I just love about this. And also, in this business, we get a mentor and a coach. And I don't know what would I have I would do without them, you know. They have guided me so well, and I'm doing the same to my mentees as well. So yeah, so and the community that we have, they're so positive, you know. You know, and every day I wake up and I see in the community so many positive quotes and everything, and that has changed my mindset as well. I'm more positive now.
Yeah.
And also, this business is something that we can be proud of because we can pass this on to our generation. That's, I'm building a legacy for my son, and I am so glad that, you know, this business is working for me and I found this business. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So I mean, like you say, right? Giving us a few hours, we can just continue on and on about what we love. But yeah, this is really very true, right? You know how flexible things has been, and it have changed our lives as well. I mean,
Yeah.
for me, this business has changed my life tremendously. You know, how about for yourself, Jaya? How has it changed your life?
With me, this business, first thing, you know, my husband, he is a clinical manager in one of the healthcare facility, and you know, he works 9 to 5. He comes back home, and he's again answering calls. He's again working from home, you know. And with me, I'm just doing few hours. I'm working part time as an RN, and because we in Australia we have to work certain hours to continue our nursing registration. That's why I'm still working part time, you
Yeah,
know. So and the rest of the time I'm just working from home, just couple of hours, and I'm earning more than him. And that's the biggest achievement for me. And he's so proud of me, you know. And also and this business financial part is there, but
yeah,
this business has brought so many changes in me. Like, I'm growing every day, personally and professionally. You know, before I'm actually an introvert, you know. I To be able to come here and talk in front of you like this, it's again another biggest achievement. And I've been in webinar as well. I have also presented in mastermind, and I
mhm,
have never ever thought that I would be able to do that. And when I look back my journey, what I was 1 year back, and when I look now, I am a different person. I am more positive. Every day I wake up thanking God that I found this business, you know, because this business has changed my life in a positive way. Yeah.
yes. And I also want to add on, right? Not only have it changed your life, because of that, you have also changed so many people's life all
Yeah.
around the world.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I
this
mean,
is so
yeah.
amazing. It's not about ourselves. You have done so. So I mean, you have
Yeah.
been an
Yeah.
awesome
You know,
coach.
that that was my passion. That's why I studied nursing, because I wanted to help more people. And
Yes,
now this business, we are doing the same because we are helping more people to change their lives, and
yes,
it just matches with my passion. So I do
right.
it with my whole heart.
Right. Thank you so much. Yeah. So before, I mean, I really want to thank you, for coming here to share with everyone your journey. And before we end today, could you maybe share with our audience who are watching us live or our replay some words of inspiration for them?
Yeah, sure. So, you know, when we see an opportunity, it's human nature to be skeptical, and ours as well. And you know, sometimes we take a step back because we don't want to come out from our comfort zone. We have that fear of failure, we lack confidence. But then I just wanted to tell people who's watching, who will be watching replay, that if you want that change in your life, you have to get out of your comfort zone. Nothing grows in your comfort zone. So have a look and see. We have free webinars, so have a look and see if this business fits you. You know, rather than talking to someone and getting to know from someone, get the information yourself, and then you will know what this is all about. And also, that's what I've learned in life, that we have to really come out from our comfort zone to change our lives. And that's what I wanted to say to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And like what Jaya is saying, if you really want to find out for yourself, feel free to get in touch with Jaya or myself. We will be more than happy to share with you, how this can be the first step to a change in your life. Yeah.
Yeah.
With that, thank you so much, and thank you once again, Jaya, and thank you everyone for watching us. Until then, next week we'll catch up with you again, with another of my business partner from another part of the world. Thank you so
Thank,
much, and have a
thank you so
wonderful
much,
day.
Jane, for
Thanks,
having
Jaya.
me. Thank you.
Thank you.